Today, I'm going to make a Greek pizza. I got this recipe from an Audible cookbook that my buddy Dan Curtis over at Cartoon Dad did the audio for. It's a cookbook written by Jessica David called Mediterranean Diet, 43 Simple, Easy, Healthy Recipes for Beginners. I'll put links to both the channel and the cookbook in the description below. Now, nothing to do but make a pizza. This I am cheating because you know me, I don't make bread, anything like that. So this is just a store-bought pizza dough that I have already let rise, let pound down, all that stuff that you do, and rolled it out. And these are the ingredients for today's recipe. It's going to be so quick and simple in the air fryer. So let's get that preheated first. 360. It's going to take about 10 to 12 minutes. As you can see, there's no sauce. There's nothing here to make sauce. I am following this recipe to the letter and I cannot wait to try it because it is going to be amazing, because I know all these ingredients taste fantastic alone, together, everything. And who doesn't love pizza, right? Right. Red pepper flakes go down first. You're just going to sprinkle them around, or glob them in one fell glob. Let's move them around a bit. This is going to give it a little bit of heat. So the red pepper flakes, like I said, I'm following the recipe perfectly, but you can certainly adjust it if you don't like all that heat. Then we've also got some Italian seasonings. Next comes some crumbled goat cheese. If you can't find pre-crumpled goat cheese, you can go ahead and get a goat cheese log and just crumple it yourself. They're really easy to crumple. Crumbled goat cheese. It's crumbled. That's a weird crumbled. There's a B, not a P. As you can see, there are some big chunks. I'm just gonna break them down and sprinkle it on there. You just want to kind of haphazardly put them around. This is going to give it such a cheesy goodness. And I love goat cheese. You know, as far as recipes go, to me, recipes are always interchangeable, always make it to your liking. If you don't like goat cheese, feta cheese would be amazing on this. And kind of spread it out so it's a little even. And then we're going to mush it down into the dough because the recipe tells me to. Little guys that fall off, pick them up, put them back on there. We leave no man behind. Next, we've got some beautiful Kalamata olives. They're pitted and they're sliced, and we're just gonna sprinkle those on there. It's funny, my husband's usually the pizza maker in our family because I'm not the most patient person when it comes to cooking. I like the dump and go method, the dump and go. Right now, he is probably over there cringing watching me do this because he would literally pick up one olive at a time and place it where he wants. Let's just say if he's making this pizza, we're not eating till tomorrow. What? Oh my God. I told you, he was standing over there cringing as I'm dumping these olives on the pizza. He is currently arranging those olives. And some beautiful artichoke hearts. They're marinated, come in a jar. I drained them and we're just gonna place those on there as well. If you don't like huge artichoke hearts, you can certainly chop them up. I love whole artichoke hearts. They are absolutely fantastic to me. And my husband loves them too, so I'm not too worried about it. We've also got some Roma tomatoes. Now I'm gonna cut the end off. You don't have to if you don't want to. I just don't like that hard pit of an end, I guess it is. And we're just going to cut these into quarters. And we're going to put those on the pizza as well. I'm going to try to put them to where, like, every time where I cut the pizza, you're going to get a slice of a tomato. You know what? I think that's perfect. Now, it also calls for fresh basil. Fresh basil is optional. If you don't like basil, you don't have to use it. I am not going to be putting it on right now because I'm afraid it's going to burn. So I'll show you how we're going to take care of the basil after the pizza is done. Let's go ahead and get it cooking. 12 minutes. I'll meet you back here and I'll let you know if it took any longer or any less time than that initial 12 minutes. It'll pop up right here if there's any change in that time. That pizza is just about done, so I'm going to go ahead and get my basil ready to go on there. Again, it's completely optional. If you don't like basil, don't use basil. I love fresh basil. We're going to stack the leaves up on top of each other like this. Then we're going to roll them like that, and we're going to create ribbons. Just like that. Fun little ribbons of basil. You don't want too much basil because basil is a very strong flavor. If you do too much, it's just going to overpower all those other wonderful ingredients that are on there. By the way, I'm Annie. This is my tiny kitchen, big flavors. Thank you so much for joining me here. In the description below, as always, links to Dan's channel, The Cartoon Dad, and a link to that cookbook, Mediterranean Diet, right next to that like and subscribe button. Oh my Lanta, does this look delicious. That is one fluffy pizza. Let's go ahead and put our basil on there now. You could even leave the basil leaves whole if you'd like. And if you want to try cooking the basil on the pizza, you certainly can do that. I've never made this pizza before, and I've never made a pizza without a sauce, so I wasn't sure if the basil was going to burn. That's why I opted to do it this way, and I think it's perfect. I just don't even know where to go. It's going to go right there. Oh. I don't know if you can hear that. That is one crunchy crust. Oh, wow. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you again, Dan, for sending this cookbook my way, giving me some great Mediterranean recipes to try, which is what I'm going to do right now. Oh, it's hot. Remember, if you don't like spice, ease up on those red pepper flakes. I love spice. I love heat. It is absolutely fantastic. It's got the right amount of spice, but if you are a little antsy about spice, maybe half those red peppers in there. But it's fantastic. The goat cheese adds such a creamy, unctuous. Yeah, that's the word I'm going to use. It adds such a creamy unctuous to this pizza that you're not going to miss the sauce at all. It is healthy. It is fresh. It is delicious. Delicious. As always, thank you so much for joining me here at Annie's Smoking Pot. And until next time, bye. Oh my gosh. Wow.